read. I really don't have a fantastic voice. Should I continue doing these for the openings, guys? Hey, what's up everybody? My name is Michael from Team Epic Reads and we are at the November book haul. This is the first full year that I've done these book hauls for, and time flies, let me tell you. It's very strange that we're almost at the end of the year and we're in November now. I don't know how time works, which is a very basic, easy concept, but I have a wool jacket on because I'm freezing and I'm not a winter person. But yeah, we have lots of cool books coming out, so I guess I should talk about those, because that's why you're watching. So as per usual, I'm going to start off by talking about the books that I've been reading in this past month, and this month I read Dear Evan Hansen by Val Emick with Stephen Levinson, Ben J. Pasek, and Justin Paul, who are creators of the hit show. If you guys don't know, Dear Evan Hansen is a Broadway musical. Being in New York City, I feel like that's something that everybody knows, but I have to acknowledge that people live outside of New York City and it might not be as prominent and in their face. I also haven't seen the musical, so I would like to see that, but what I can say is this is a really emotional, beautiful story, and it just made me want to see the musical. I don't know what else to say. I don't want to spoil it for you because it's just in two different formats, and I think it'd be cool to compare and contrast them, but I really did enjoy my time reading this. All right, now into the books that we have coming out in the month of November. This one is a beaut. I just want to stare at. I'm not even going to show you guys. That's a joke. It is Glass Sword by Victoria Aveyard. Where did this crown come from? Okay. This is the special collector's edition of the second book in the Red Queen series, and as you can see, the cover is different, the spine is painted, and I always love a painted spine, which is another thing you can only say about books, but in real life would be really uncomfortable and weird. And I think it's just a beautiful addition. Underneath, you can very faintly see the words Glass Sword. Did the crown disappear? It happens when I say the word Glass Sword. Okay. So yeah. This beaut is out. And then next up, we have Dumplin by Julie Murphy, except this is the movie tie-in edition. If you guys didn't know, the Dumplin movie is coming out on Netflix December 7th, so mark your calendars because I haven't gotten to see it yet, but I heard it's absolutely fantastic. And I feel like YA has been having some really great adaptations recently with The Hate U Give and such. And so I'm really excited to see this. And also, it's a perfect time to reread the novel. And we have the main character doing her pose on the cover here. So I'm gonna try recreating this beauty queen pose. Am I pulling it off? Not at all? Okay. And then next up we have The Splintered Silence by Kayla Olson. And this, if you can't tell from the cover, is in fact an outer space book. And it follows a girl who's the captain of a ship at a very young age because all of the older members and crew on the ship died of a virus. And so it's just the young people running things, and she's got a lot of stress trying to figure it out. And then one of the younger crew members dies, and she's like, uh-oh, I thought this virus was over. And then she's like, uh-oh, what if it isn't a virus? What if there's a serial killer on this spaceship? So she's got a lot to deal with. We've also got 4321 by Courtney Stevens coming out, and this is a really emotional, touching book about 4 teenagers who survived a bus bombing in New York City, and a year later, they haven't really been able to move forward or properly grieve with what happened to them, and they return to the city to see an art installation that's been made of the accident, and getting all together sort of helps them to learn to accept what had happened to them and try and properly grieve and move forward. And can you see me? I feel like it's really obvious when I feel things because I start talking in weird ways. So this is coming out. We also have This Is What It Feels Like by Rebecca Barrows coming out, and this is a musical competition book, but it's mostly a friendship book because there's this band who was once just the best of friends and in a band together, and then things happened to their friendship. One girl had a baby, one girl had a stint in rehab, and they're just things that sort of broke them apart. And so now there's this really awesome competition opportunity that they can't do because they're not really a band anymore, but it's if they can get back together and learn to be friends again and make this happen for them. And I think that sounds fantastic. I don't know about you guys, but I always so badly wanted to be a musician when I was younger. I played piano for like 4 years, and I could still probably tickle the ivories. Oh God, why did I say it like that? If I needed to. And I also really wanted to know how to play electric guitar because apparently I wanted to be a band all on my own, but I think I'm gonna live out my youthful dreams when reading this book, is what I was trying to get to. Then we have Your Own Worst Enemy by Gordon Jack, and right off the bat I would like to say that I'm pretty sure the cover of this book is my absolute favorite color, like that teal blue greenish color, so I dig that and I would pick this up immediately just for the color alone. But the plot's also pretty fun too. It is a book about a school election where there are 3 people running. One girl is super qualified, she's been the school president before and so she thinks she has this. And then there's a new girl to school who's got her own specific reasons for running, and there's also sort of a slacker who's running for his own selfish reasons, and it comes down to just a really funny, interesting time in finding out who will win and is it always the most qualified candidate, and so that's this one too. And then next up we have The Resolutions by Mia Garcia, and this is a book about a bunch of seniors in high school who find their lives kind of going in separate directions because that's what happens as you get older. And so for New Year's, one of the friends decides that they should set each other's New Year's resolutions. And she just doesn't want their friendship to break apart, and she does it to try and keep them together. But then they still find themselves going in new ways, and it's just like learning to grow and also stay true to who you are and the people you love. And I think this sounds like a really fun novel. And I can't even start thinking about what my New Year's resolution should be, but it's probably gonna have to do with books. And we also have Frozen Rain, a Burning Glass novel by Catherine Purdy. This is the 3rd and final book in this trilogy, and it's about a girl with this strange power that everyone wants to exploit, and it's sort of Red Queen, Shadow and Bone-esque in a fantasy world where everyone needs her for her ability and she has to figure out who to trust and what to do with this power. And it's a complete trilogy, like I said, so you can binge this fantasy series right now, and I would highly recommend it. So those are all the books that I have to talk about from us this month, but as always, before I end, I have books from other publishers to talk about, and this month we have The Gilded Wolves by Roshni Chokshi, and this cover is drop-dead gorgeous. I wish this was a pattern for me to wear. I don't know if I've said that before. I guess I really just want to wear book covers. That's my new style. But yes, it's absolutely beautiful. And what I know about this is it's sort of a national treasure, holy artifacts kind of Six of Crows-ish novel, which I'm sold. That's all I need to know, and that is all I actually know. So thank you guys so much for watching. Sorry it was somewhat of a shorter book haul this month, but I think the books here sound really great, and please comment which ones sound most interesting to you and books that you read recently that you think I should check out. Again, thanks for watching. I think I already said that already, but I will see you guys next month with a new batch of books to talk about. My name's Michael, and read out. Does that make sense?